Hello, I'm Justin Lindsay, and this is Sober Dad Leadership. I am Sober Dad, Justin Lindsay, also Cap is my nickname. And this video series started up. I had this idea for a while about talking about ideas and things I want my kids to know about in the event that something were to happen to me. Actually thought about it a long time ago when I was in Iraq. And it also crossed my mind a lot when I was in the throes of alcohol addiction, which, if you're keeping track, today is, I think, 170 days without a drink. So, doing it. So one of the things I talk to my kids a lot about is punctuality. Punctuality, I don't know why, but punctuality is something that tells you a lot about a person when they're consistently punctual. People who are punctual consistently, you are going to be more successful if you're always there on time, if you're always where you're supposed to be. Now, you can still show up somewhere on time and still be awful at what you do. I'm not saying that. But it is rare that you have somebody who is consistently late or consistently not on time and exceptional at what they do. Those people are rare. Now, sure, somebody is probably going to watch this and say, well, Justin, so-and-so is fantastic at what they do, and they're never on time. Yeah, those are called unicorns. All right. And we hear about this all the time, and it's always the what about factor. But you cannot plan on being a unicorn. You are either a unicorn or you're not. And what I mean by a unicorn is somebody who is just that 1% out of the many. That person is a unicorn. It means they're rare. It's like saying that you're a badass or you're the toughest guy in the room. You don't say that about yourself. Other people say that about you. And so if you're trying to be the person that can show up whenever and still do what is expected of you and do it better than anybody else, you're probably not ever going to be that person. Now, the more correct thing to do is to be the person that is on time, gets things done on time. And most importantly, when you're done, you leave on time. And a lot of employers don't get that. A lot of schools don't get, a lot of coaches don't get that. They want you to be on time, but then they'll also want to keep you past the time that you agreed to stay to. Punctuality is a two-way street. Or actually, it's a one-way street. It's your street. And I know, well, you can't just leave work. Yes, you can. Unless that's been worked out between you and your employer. When you're done, you're done. If you've done the job. But again, that's on you. All right? But if you're going to be a punctual person, you have to be able to say, hey, I'm done. I have something else I have to go do. And believe it or not, you always have something else you have to go do. If you're working and you work late, let's say 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, what you have to go do is go home and go to sleep. Because if you don't, that sets the entire rest of your day behind. School. If you get up and you're late to school, you're late out the front door because you decided to sleep in. You didn't have a time to wake up, so you slept in. So now you're late to school. You're late getting into class. Everybody's looking at you. You're hustling. You don't get, there's a test. Now you're coming right in, sitting down as the test is hitting your desk. Terrible place to be. Your mind is not going to be rested. Your mind is not going to be calm by the time you start those things. So being punctual is essential to success in anything that you do. Church is a big one for me. Some people in my family are perfectly fine. getting there right at start time. Me, no. I want to know where I'm sitting. I want to pick where I'm sitting. I don't want to sit where I'm sitting because I have to. I want to sit where I want to sit, because that's good for my mental health. At that point, I can experience church the way that it's supposed to be experienced. If I'm sitting beside Johnny and Susie talk a lot over here, I'm not going to have as good of an experience. I can control that by being on time. And for me, that's 15 minutes early, at least. And I get that from the military. We had a saying in the military, it is, if you're on time, you're late. Always, always, always 15 minutes early. So to my kids, to my wife, to all of you, I say, make punctuality a big deal in your life. For most people, it is not. You will stand out, I guarantee it. So that's it. That's my Sober Dad thought of the day, Sober Dad leadership thought of the day. Let me know your thoughts on sobriety, or not sobriety, punctuality. And do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Does it irritate you when people aren't punctual? It certainly does me. If you're waiting for them, they're being rude to you by not being on time. If you're late and you don't call, you're being rude to them. So there you have it. Other thing around the channel, had a story yesterday on Storytime with Cap. It was God's Smile. It's a great little book. Definitely recommend it if you got some little ones. Again, YouTube sucks. I'm kidding, YouTube. I enjoy YouTube. But, for young kids, it's not really the place for them. But if you're going to let them watch it, do some good stories. I got a whole playlist of good stories for kids. Check it out. Also yesterday, I finally was able to upload my new silent film called A Man's Work Is Never Done in the style of Charlie Chaplin. I'm a huge fan of this project, so please check that out. And yeah, that's it. Guys, punctuality. It's not just good for you, it's good for everyone around you. So guys, that's it. Please like and subscribe, and if you know somebody who needs to maybe watch this video, please share it with them. Until next week, see you later. Bye.